Well, it's that time of the year again when anime air for our enjoyment, and actually marks the 1 year point when I began making seasonal anime related content. Where the heck has the time gone? Anyway, I've got a lot of anime to cover, so I won't pan out this introduction for much longer. However, as a new addition, I will be relating the colors of green, yellow, and red with characters now. Hachiman Hikigaya will represent green because he's my favorite anime character of all time. Izayori from Problem Children will represent yellow because his hair is yellow and I feel indifferent towards him, and Eloise Trancy will represent red because I despise him. With that out of the way, let's get started. I'd say this is the controversial title of the season, with people who think it's brilliant and people who think it's complete garbage. I fall into the former group. Ever since Kyoso Giga, which, by the way, is absolutely fantastic and is a show you should get around to watching at some point, I've craved a similar surreal but emotionally charged experience. And so far, Yuri Kuma has delivered. Though I am worried about where this show will go. Either way, I'll be watching this show based on pure curiosity if nothing else. And I have to give it a yellow. Proceed with caution on this show. I may really like it so far, but I can't promise that you will too. You know, I had hope. I thought this season would be better than the first, since the mangaka himself is handling it. Well, I'm going to be perfectly blunt. I nearly fell asleep watching the first episode of Tokyo Ghoul Square Root of A. I'm not kidding, it was so boring! Which is something that I never thought I'd say about Tokyo Ghoul. The first anime, while not written with very great care, was still fairly enjoyable at its high points, and do I even need to comment about the manga at this point? I don't think I'll be watching this at any point later on, so this is going to be the first time I label an anime as red. Others may enjoy it, but I just didn't. Alright, let's move on to something more positive. Unlike Tokyo Ghoul Square Root of A, I love Death Parade so far. While the first episode was slightly predictable and kind of over the top, the second episode was very interesting, and episode 3 was pretty much on par with Death Billiards. I'm a little concerned about its episodic format, but considering how the writers handled episode 3 in a different way than both Death Billiards and the first episode, I have faith. Also, opening of the season, right here. I give this show a solid green and a recommendation to check it out. This is a strange one to say the least. I originally wasn't going to watch it, but an anime YouTuber I follow recommended it to me, so I decided to check it out. Well, I wasn't too impressed with the first episode, but the second episode improved dramatically and the third episode improved upon that. While it's nothing incredibly special right now outside of its premise, this should prove to be an interesting and enjoyable watch. Also, karma. Just karma. I give the show a green, and while this green does lean a little towards yellow, I do think it's worth checking out due to its peculiar premise alone. I think that most of you know that I am an avid fan of Baccano and Durarara by this point. And while I do believe Baccano to be superior to Durarara, and basically everything else except FMA, I'll always love the flawed but quirky and cool Durarara. With that said, the new season is basically more of the same, with new characters and situations to throw the characters in. As long as this anime doesn't take a huge nosedive, I'll probably like it just as much as the first season. I gave it a green, but you need to watch the first season beforehand. Every once in a while, you come across a show that, while not critically great, is still incredibly enjoyable. Examples are Kill la Kill, Nisekoi, and Jormungand. The Rolling Girls fills that spot this season. It's a style over substance affair, but the style is just so attractive and colorful, and the substance is just enough to keep me interested in these characters and the world they live in. The action is also some of the best I've seen in quite some time, and the director needs to do more stuff. Let's see. Rolling Girls, my anime list. Let's see. Here's the director. And, well, he's the episode director for quite a few of these. And he handles a storyboard. He isn't really an actual director of it. Oh wait. Oh no, it's still... Okay, wait. I think I saw one. I need to watch some Silver Spoon. Anyway, I give The Rolling Girls a solid green, and a recommendation to check it out if you want an anime that's just fun. Well, those are my first impressions of the anime I'm following this season. What are you guys watching, and what are your thoughts on them? Leave it in the comments, and I'll see you all next time.